I can't rest until that old man is dead. Hearing this, Ming Shirin slapped her without using any muster energy, just an ordinary strike across the face. Yi Tianxin was stunned by the blow, but once she regained her composure, she stubbornly met Ming Shirin's gaze. He raised his hand as if to slap her again, yet ultimately stopped an inch from her cheek. He shook his head and sighed before patting her shoulder. You should ask Master about this in person. That's all I'll say. Take care of yourself. He turned and left, feeling there was no point in persuading her further. Just as he was about to depart, Yi Tianxin suddenly called out. Wait, Ming Shirin asked coldly. What else do you want to say? Yi Tianxin's face revealed a trace of loneliness. The disciples of Yongyu Palace will definitely unite to save me. If possible, brother, please show mercy. Hearing this, Ming Shirin scoffed. You're still being self-indulgent. They can barely save themselves, so how can they save you? The Cloud Sect, the Heavenly Sect, and the Luo Sect have all perished, with so many divine court realm cultivators. Do you think they will vent their anger on Master? You're mistaken. The first place they will wipe out is your Yongyu Palace. After being reminded by Ming Shirin, she suddenly realized the danger. Meanwhile, inside the Evil Sky Pavilion, Lu Zhou was still toying with a black iron egg that could transform into any weapon. The sense-condensing realm still lacked control, and with insufficient cultivation, it felt like waving a chicken feather, as though it were a command arrow. After testing the transformed short sword against a long sword, he could not help feeling disappointed. Both weapons remained completely undamaged. At that moment, Xie Yuan's voice sounded from outside the door. Master, Pan Zhong from the Jingming Daoist School has requested an audience. Is this what I get with 0 luck points? It's truly a piece of junk. Lu Zhou slowly walked out upon hearing this. As for Baian, he would study it when he had time. However, he did not know that after he left, the long sword he had tested began to crack like a mirror. Senior, elder. Seeing Lu Zhou emerge, Pan Zhong and Mu Ronghai quickly knelt to greet him. Xia Yuan explained, Master, while I was at the post station gathering information, I happened to see the two of them kneeling outside the barrier, so I brought them along. Master won't be angry with me, right? Lu Zhou gently patted her head. You girl, just don't cause trouble. Then he looked at the three of them. Stand up and speak. The two immediately complied. Pan Zhong remained relatively composed with a calm expression, while Mu Ronghai was sweating profusely from fear. After exchanging a glance with Lu Zhou, he trembled and collapsed back onto his knees. Old Master, please spare me. It was my fault for failing to recognize your greatness. Seeing this, Lu Zhou was somewhat speechless. I haven't even done anything to you, have I? I've been friendly toward you all along, yet you act as if I've slaughtered your entire family. With that thought, he sighed helplessly. Xie Yuanor, take him away. Before Mu Ronghai had a chance to speak again, he was kicked down the mountain by Xie Yuanor. Pan Zhong watched the scene, feeling fearful and uneasy. Lu Zhou then turned his gaze to Pan Zhong and said, Do you truly wish to join my Jingting Mountain? Upon hearing this, Pan Zhong did not hesitate to kneel and declare his intentions. I voluntarily joined Jingting Mountain. Please, Senior. After listening, Lu Zhou pondered briefly with his eyes closed. Although you possess a bitter and cold physique, it is not a bad constitution for learning the 3 yin style. Under the heavens, everyone fears me. Those Taoists on the righteous path wish to eliminate me. Even the disciples I have taught and trained want to turn their swords against me, disrespect their teacher, and destroy their ancestors. But as long as you are a disciple of Jingting Mountain, I will certainly protect you. However, if one day... Lu Zhou paused, and Pan Zhong naturally understood what he meant, immediately continuing, if I were to harbor any intention of betraying the sect, I will be subjected to 1,000 cuts and 10,000 slashes. Hearing this, Lu Zhou nodded in satisfaction. I always value promises. Stand up. At this moment, Ming Shirin arrived, flying through the air. Master, your disciple has broken through to the nascent divinity tribulation realm. Hearing this, Pan Zhong was shocked beyond belief. Those who reached this realm were all formidable figures, and there were already several from Jingting Mountain alone. Lu Zhou looked at him and spoke indifferently. Entering the realm of the divine tribulation is equivalent to mastering 100 tribulations. The realm of spiritual enlightenment is vast and mysterious, and one must never be proud or complacent. Ming Shirin immediately replied, Disciple obeys your command. Isn't it said that the old devil of Jingting Mountain kills without blinking and has a fierce temper, especially cruel toward his disciples? Yet after meeting him today, he seems completely different from the rumors. On the contrary, the old senior carries the dignified bearing of both an elder and a teacher, far better than those rigid old men from the Jingming sect. Ming Shirin then recounted what had happened earlier. Master, I heard that the traitor Yi Tianxin is locked in the repentance cave behind the mountain, so I wanted to go teach her a lesson to ease your anger a little. Lu Zhou calmly replied, No. Let her reflect in the repentance cave. Also regarding the kidnapping incident involving the SIAI family, Old 8 and Old 5 are both involved. Ming Shirin's eyes lit up. Disciple has just entered the nascent divinity tribulation realm. Master, I was thinking that after stepping into the transcendent spiritual realm, I've had nowhere to test my skills. How about I go bring old 8 back and make him obey your orders? At the same time, Ju Hong Hong, who was roasting a suckling pig, sneezed for no reason. Lu Zhou pondered briefly and shook his head. Leave him be. I'm tired. Dismissed. After Lu Zhou left, Ming Shireen winked at Pan Zhong, who was standing nearby. Are you new here? Upon hearing this, Pan Zhong hurriedly replied respectfully, Greetings, 4th Senior. I like this title. By the way, do you want to see my 100 Tribulation Inside Avatar? At that moment, Xia Yuan appeared, walking lightly through the air. Ming Shireen smiled smugly. Little junior sister, you came just in time. Come watch Senior Brother's 100 Tribulation Inside Avatar. Xia Yuan blinked her big eyes, looking very cute. Senior Brother, let's see it next time. A group of cultivators has just appeared at the foot of the mountain, and I suspect someone wants to invade Jingting Mountain again. Hearing this, Ming Shireen was overjoyed. That's great, junior sister. I'll go down first. There's no need to trouble Master with such a trivial matter. I can kill them all by myself. He vanished like a wisp of smoke using his lightness skill. Senior Brother, those who came are all female cultivators from Yanyu Palace. Pan Zhong looked confused, not knowing what to do. Xia Yuanur turned her head angrily and glared at him. What are you staring at? Keep staring and I'll poke your eyes out. Ming Shireen could not wait to go down the mountain after learning that someone had invaded. He was truly bored. As soon as he arrived at the foot of the mountain, he laughed loudly and unleashed his powerful 100 Tribulations Inside Avatar with a shout. An avatar about 1 meter wide and 2 meters tall materialized. Not good. Run. The numerous female cultivators below were instantly thrown into chaos. Something's not right. This 100 Tribulation Inside Avatar is rather small. It should belong to a cultivator at the early stage of the primordial spirit tribulation realm, while the demon ancestor's avatar is 10 times larger. It isn't him. Besides, where are we supposed to run? The female cultivators whispered among themselves, feeling lost. Who dares intrude on my Jingting Mountain? Ming Shireen approached them and spoke coldly, but as soon as he finished speaking, he showed a surprised expression. He saw that they had all knelt down at the same time. Shouldn't they be shouting insults? And if they refused to surrender, he could wipe them out in a single move. Why were they begging for mercy from the start? One of the female cultivators gathered the courage to speak. We are the disciples of Yanyu Palace. Senior, please rescue us, please save us. The others also pleaded desperately. Ming Shireen frowned after hearing this. This was awkward. They were not intruders, they were the 6th Junior Sister's disciples. The 6th Junior Sister's cultivation had been abolished by the Master, and she was imprisoned in the Cave of Reflection. Yanyu Palace was now just a group without a leader. The 3 southern sects did not wish to clash directly, so they targeted Yanyu Palace instead because of its connection to Jingting Mountain. But the problem was that even if they begged for help, Jingting Mountain was not a place they could easily seek refuge. He scanned the crowd and saw more than 100 female cultivators in miserable condition. Some had disheveled hair, while others were seriously injured and could barely stand. Seeing this scene, Ming Shireen asked curiously, the 6th Junior Sister tried to kill Master, so she was imprisoned. Logically speaking, everyone in Yanyu Palace should be punished. Since you dare come to Jingting Mountain, are you tired of living? Upon hearing this, the female cultivators grew even more anxious and continued to plead. For the sake of the Palace Master Senior, please help us. No, Ming Shireen said as he turned around, intending to leave. What a joke. Whether you live or die has nothing to do with me. The fact that I am not attacking you is already an act of generosity. Just as he finished speaking, a strange sigh, like the faint sound of wind chimes, reached his ears. Ming Shireen turned his head in confusion and saw a large mass of black clouds slowly drifting toward them in the distance. It's the Slaying Sect. The Slaying Sect has arrived. The female cultivators below instantly turned pale with fear, all of them moving closer to the barrier. Please, Senior, let us into Jingting Mountain. We will serve you like oxen or horses at your complete disposal. Ming Shireen glanced at them and could not help feeling disappointed. Are these truly the famous female cultivators of Yanyu Palace under my 6th Junior Sister? Without a nascent divinity tribulation realm expert in charge, what remains of their divine court realm strength is nothing more than shrimp soldiers and crab generals. Shouldn't it be the 3 southern sects targeting Yanyu Palace? Why did the Slaying Sect appear instead? This is outrageous. Seeing them trembling like this, do they really think there is a place more terrifying than Jingting Mountain in this world? Are they afraid of the Slaying Sect but not Jingting Mountain? In the blink of an eye, the dark shapes in the sky had already drawn near. Only then did it become clear that what they saw were not black clouds but a square formation of guards dressed in black robes, protecting a massive dark dragon carriage at the center. Seated upon the carriage was Zuo Xinchen, a powerful cultivator ranked extremely high on the sinister list. The first on the sinister list is Master, The second is the eldest senior brother, and Zuo Shinchin ranks third. He is also the #1 expert under the command of the demon-slaying sect's master. However, Ming Shirin was somewhat puzzled. The demon-slaying sect in Jingting Mountain had always maintained neutral relations. Why would they move against Yanyu Palace? As he pondered, a divine court realm expert flew forward and, upon arrival, bowed with clasped hands. The demon-slaying sect has no intention of attacking Jingting Mountain. Fourth Mister, can you hand over the female cultivators to the demon-slaying sect? Ming Shirin, feeling uninterested in the matter, turned and walked back toward the barrier. Thank you, Fourth Mister. We will surely visit you another day to express our gratitude. The black-robed man waved his arm, and in an instant, the surrounding cultivators surged toward the female cultivators like locusts. Wait! Ming Shirin stopped them at that moment. I almost forgot Master's recent teachings. Lately, he has been fond of treating people kindly. With this thought, he raised his hand and pushed all the female cultivators into the barrier. Thank you, Fourth Mister, for saving us. The female cultivators immediately knelt and thanked him in unison. The divine court realm black-robed man frowned at the sight. Escaping from the wolf's jaws only to enter the lion's den. Have these women gone mad? Fourth Mister, you have gone back on your word. I'm afraid that's not very appropriate, is it? Meanwhile, Lu Zhou, who was resting inside the evil sky pavilion, heard a prompt sound in his ear. Ding! You've gained 1,450 merit points from devout worship. Then Xia Yuanur recounted the events to him. After listening, Lu Zhou felt somewhat enlightened. The female cultivators of Yanyu Palace were Yi Tiongxin's subordinates. Yi Tiongxin had been imprisoned, and what remained was nothing more than a group of scattered sand. Yet they still dared to come to Jingting Mountain. Their courage was not ordinary. They were merely a group of female cultivators, with the highest cultivation only at the divine court realm. It was exhausting to handle everything personally at his age. Recently, the lottery had made his head foggy, so he had no time to deal with such trivial matters. It was better to think about the rules of the lottery instead. With this thought, he spoke differently. These small matters you may handle yourselves. Xia Yuan'er happily ran out after replying. At this time, at the foot of Jingting Mountain, Ming Shirin sneered after hearing the other party's words. What? Are you unhappy? The divine court realm powerhouse was clearly taken aback. Before he could respond, a voice came from the dark dragon carriage. Fourth Mister, may I have an audience with your esteemed master? This voice carried a powerful sonic wave. It did not sound imposing, yet the muster energy within it was enough to trouble even a Brahma Sea Realm cultivator with all 8 meridians open. Ming Shirin crossed his arms and looked unconvinced. Do you think my master is someone just anyone can see, like stray cats and dogs? The atmosphere grew tense the moment those words were spoken. The guards nearby watched coldly, ready to act at any time. Take advantage of my good mood and disperse, Ming Shirin said before turning to walk toward the barrier. However, in the next instant, a violent gale suddenly swept in. The female cultivators of Yanyu Palace inside the barrier were immediately suppressed and pinned to the ground, unable to move. Fourth Mister, do I now have the qualifications to meet your esteemed master? As the words fell, a 4-leaf dark avatar slowly materialized. Ming Shirin frowned at once. The dark incantation of the 100 Tribulation Insight avatar with 4 leaves unfolded, standing about 5 meters tall. With such a powerful opponent besides Master, only the first senior brother and second senior brother could deal with him. It was a pity that Jingting Mountain had long lost its former glory. He asked coldly, So you're a nascent divinity tribulation realm expert. If you came here to show off your martial prowess, I'm afraid you've come to the wrong place. How would I dare? The figure replied. He withdrew the avatar, leaped forward, and landed on the ground. The guards behind him also retreated under his gesture. Demon-slaying sect's Zuo Shinshin sincerely requests an audience with the old senior. I hope Fourth Mister can help us this once. Was he trying to threaten and intimidate him? Ming Shirin was about to shake his head and refuse when Xia Yuan'er's figure appeared. Master has given the order. So it turns out to be Miss Nine, whose reputation has long been known, Zuo Shinshin said, offering praise. Xia Yuan'er laughed brightly at this. Wow, has my reputation really become so great? Far more than that. Miss Nine entered Jingting Mountain at the age of 10. It took you 10 days to profoundly step into a realm, 3 months to condense your cultivation, 2 years to open all 8 meridians in the Brahma Sea realm, and only 3 years to enter the Divine Court realm. Under the heavens, there may be no one who can compare to Miss Nine's accomplishments. These words clearly pleased Xia Yuan'er. You really know how to talk. Master will see you in front of the hall. Ming Shirin felt speechless watching this scene. So this was also considered an expert who had opened the 4-leaf golden lotus, yet he flattered others with such skill. At this time inside the evil sky pavilion, Lu Zhou was seated at the head of the hall. Duan Musheng, Zhou Jifeng, and Pan Zheng stood at his side. He had not sat in this position for a long time, and it felt somewhat cold and unfamiliar. Before long, Zuo Xinchen entered the hall with 4 subordinates. Zuo Xinchen, of the demon-slaying sect, greets the old senior. Lu Zhou glanced at him. "Take a seat, thank you." After sitting, Zuo Xinchen quietly observed his surroundings. He did not dare to probe the cultivation level of this powerful figure. Based on intuition, the aura of this evil patriarch seemed rather ordinary. However, among cultivators, hiding one's cultivation was common, so it was nothing unusual. The decorations in the hall were neither extravagant nor majestic, resembling an ordinary sect with nothing particularly remarkable. "Speak." "What is the matter?" Lu Zhou asked indifferently. Zuo Xinchen bowed. The demon-slaying sect has long heard of Jining Mountain's great name. Today we have come to discuss 3 matters. First, Yanyu Palace has provoked the demon-slaying sect more than once recently. Now that Palace Master Yi has been captured by the old senior, this is only natural and she has only herself to blame. As for the remaining female cultivators of Yanyu Palace, I hope the old senior will hand them over to our demon-slaying sect. Upon hearing this, Duan Musheng narrowed his eyes. Yanyu Palace was founded by the traitor of Jining Mountain. Even if they deserve punishment, it is not your place to speak on this matter. Zhou Xinchen did not argue and maintained a respectful expression. What third mister says is reasonable. Second, under the request of Jing Mingdao, Pan Zhong betrayed his sect, and the demon-slaying sect may deal with him as we see fit, because prior to this, Pan Zhong had already intended to join our sect. These 3 slaves from lowly families are not worthy of standing in the demon sky pavilion. As soon as the words fell, Pan Zhong's face changed drastically. Duan Musheng was about to speak when Lu Zhou's voice sounded. "Continue. If the third matter can be fulfilled, then the first 2 matters can also be resolved." In the end, the demon-slaying sect is just like Jining Mountain's demon sky pavilion. Both are hated by those so-called righteous sects. The top 10 experts have repeatedly exchanged blows with the old senior, and not only did their strength not weaken, it actually grew even stronger. If the demon sky pavilion is willing to join hands with the demon-slaying sect, there will be no opponents left under the heavens. Hearing this tone, Duan Musheng could no longer suppress his temper and immediately cursed. "Nonsense. With your lowly status in the demon-slaying sect, you are not qualified to even speak with the demon sky pavilion." Upon hearing this, everyone present was shocked. Facing Duan Musheng's angry rebuke, Zuo Xinchen did not lose his temper, and instead remained calm. "If I have offended you in any way, I hope third mister can forgive me." At this moment, Ming Shirin stepped forward. "Zuo Xinchen, let me tell you clearly. First, the master of Yanyu Palace is Yitiang Xin, and whether a dog bites depends on its owner. Don't you agree? Second, since Pan Zhong has entered Jining Mountain, he is now a member of Jining Mountain. All past conflicts with the Demon Sky Pavilion are no longer relevant. If you want to touch him, you are challenging the Demon Sky Pavilion. Third, and most importantly, if you want to cooperate with the Demon Sky Pavilion, I'm sorry, you are not qualified." Zuo Xinchen shook his head lightly and chuckled in disagreement. If the Demon Sky Pavilion was at its peak, naturally the demon-slaying sect would not be qualified. But times had changed. The Demon Sky Pavilion was declining, and even Ji Tiandao's profound cultivation could not alter the current situation. The demon-slaying sect was rising, and this was obvious to the entire cultivation world. Moreover, having one more friend was always better than one more enemy. After speaking, his gaze landed on Lu Zhou. The meaning was clear. The others in the hall did not matter. He only cared about Lu Zhou's stance. Lu Zhou remained calm. After a brief pause, he slowly spoke. "You are right." Hearing this, Xia Yuaner could not help but glance back. Has Master become confused? Such an arrogant demon-slaying sect member dares to speak so brazenly in the Demon Sky Pavilion, yet Master is not even angry. Zhou Xinchen immediately revealed a pleased expression and bowed slightly. It seems Senior Ji understands righteousness. Lu Zhou paused again and continued. "Do you know why I called you here?" Upon hearing this, Zuo Xinchen tentatively replied, "Could it be that Senior Ji has already guessed my intention?" "Are you practicing Demon Dao meditation?" he said calmly. "The Bodhi tree is originally without a trunk, and the bright mirror has no stand. Such cultivation of Demon Dao meditation is rare in the world. It is said that only by cultivating it alone can one achieve enlightenment after 100 tribulations." Hearing Lu Zhou's words, Zuo Xinchen felt slightly proud. "Senior flatters me. It is true. I have cultivated Demon Dao meditation for 100 years and reached the top 3 of the sinister list, relying on the hand seals of the Demon Dao sect. Not bad, not bad." Lu Zhou nodded in approval. This scene left Duan Musheng and the others somewhat stunned. Zuo Xinchen's words were clearly provocative, even implying that the Demon Sky Pavilion was in decline. Yet Master still praised him. Duan Musheng could no longer hold back and shouted, "Then let me experience it myself." He leaped forward instantly. Zuo Xinchen's eyes also lit up. This was a chance to test the Demon Sky Pavilion's strength. In an instant, a strong wind erupted in the hall as the two clashed head-on, neither willing to yield. Xia Yuaner looked slightly nervous, afraid they might destroy the hall. Lu Zhou calmly said, "It's fine. Let them fight." Pan Zhong and Zhou Jifeng watched in shock. This was a battle between true experts. Their control over energy was extremely precise. Whenever the force approached the surroundings, it dissipated on its own. Duan Musheng's chain whip danced fiercely, sparks bursting in the air with each collision, creating a dazzling scene. Zuo Xinchen remained composed as ever. Third Mister is injured and still has such strength. Admirable. Lu Zhou understood clearly that Duan Musheng was only a step away from breaking into the nascent divinity tribulation realm. After years of suppression under Jitian Dao, he had never fully broken through so naturally. He was at a disadvantage against Zuo Xinchen, and on the other hand, Zuo Xinchen appeared completely relaxed. Hand seals, activate. Xia Yuaner pointed at the scene with a worried expression. In an instant, countless palm shadows condensed around Zuo Xinchen, surging forward like a storm toward Duan Musheng. Duan Musheng had no choice but to continuously block with his chain, but he was forced back step by step, steadily losing momentum. The gap between their realms was clear. Lu Zhou shook his head upon seeing this. Duan Musheng could be considered invincible below the nascent divinity tribulation realm, not only resilient but also extremely fierce. What a pity. Still, it did not matter. The path of cultivation was long, and these disciples all had extraordinary talent. Becoming top experts was only a matter of time. "I'll join." Ming Shirin saw this and leaped into the battlefield. Although his participation slightly stabilized the situation, Zuo Xinchen still held the upper hand against both of them, and the fight only grew more intense. "So fourth Mister is at the nascent soul tribulation realm? In that case, I won't hold back anymore. Avatar, come forth." With a shout, a dark-colored avatar gradually materialized, and in the blink of an eye it seemed to fill the sky. The power of a nascent divinity tribulation realm expert lay mainly in the avatar. 5 meters tall, it was enough to flatten the entire evil sky pavilion. But strangely, the dark avatar appeared almost like a phantom within the pavilion, as though reality itself bent around it. This showed that the man was no ordinary expert. The situation immediately reversed once the avatar appeared. A heavy pressure swept toward both fighters like a tidal wave, while palm shadows, now several times larger than before, fell like a torrential storm. Seeing this, Ming Shirin hastily summoned his own avatar, only 2 meters tall, to resist. However, the gap in strength was simply too great. Moments later, he felt his chi and blood surge, and his arm went numb. Zuo Xinchen, fully in control of the battlefield, smirked. "Everyone, will you join hands with the demon Slaying Sect now?" Upon hearing this, Duan Musheng shouted angrily, "Not a chance." He immediately leapt back into the fight. Seeing this, Lu Zhou frowned slightly. Duan Musheng's temper was too explosive. Normally, he was quite composed in front of him, even carrying the demeanor of an elder brother, but now he was acting like a reckless warrior. He swung his chain infused with energy back and forth without restraint. Fortunately, the hall was large enough. Otherwise, 10 evil sky pavilions would not be enough for him to destroy. The difference in realms was obvious. Zuo Xinchen clearly intended to use Duan Musheng as a means to test his strength while displaying his own power. At the same time, this also allowed Lu Zhou to observe the second-in-command of the demon Slaying Sect. Thus, Lu Zhou did not intervene. Although Jitian Dao had once defeated countless righteous experts and built an overwhelming reputation, the righteous world still believed he was nearing his limits. No matter how strong a cultivator was, without sufficient lifespan, everything was meaningless. In the cultivation world, no one had yet broken that limit. The demon Slaying Sect was one of the most ambitious factions in existence, constantly expanding by absorbing other sects. In the past, they had clashed secretly with the Ghost Sect, but both sides feared each other's strength and never escalated into full war. Their visit to Jingting Mountain was real. The intention to form an alliance was real, and the demonstration of power was also real. Even the attack on Yanyu Palace was merely an excuse. But did Lu Zhou need an alliance? Or was the demon Slaying Sect even qualified? There were countless factions in the world, and they were not the only ones trying to court Jingting Mountain. In terms of status, qualifications, and strength, they did not rank high enough. It was almost laughable to rely on a so-called third place on the sinister list. Before long, Duan Musheng was struck down by Zuo Xinchen again. The gap in realms was becoming increasingly clear. He himself understood it too. Realm suppression was not something that could be overcome through sheer will. Ming Shirin, after catching his breath, leaped back into the battle once more. At this point, Zuo Xinchen had become somewhat impatient. Even if they took turns, he still did not take them seriously. Binding seal. See through the nature of the mind. With those words, he formed a hand seal. and a violent palm imprint condensed in an instant, carrying an unstoppable force as it crashed toward Ming Shireen. Ming Shireen, at the nascent divinity tribulation realm, did his best to resist, but in the end he was still no match and was sent flying back to the ground. Upon seeing this, Xie Yuaner showed a worried expression. Zuo Shinchin stood with his hands behind his back, looking down at the scene with an air of arrogance. Are the three gentlemen satisfied with this battle? You, with only a four-leaf avatar at the primordial spirit tribulation realm, still dare to show off, Xie Yuan angrily retorted. Hearing this, Zuo Shinchin replied indifferently, Third Mister and Fourth Mister are not ordinary cultivators. I was forced to use the binding seal out of helplessness. This move was indeed a bit like the strong bullying the weak. Please forgive me. If the first senior brother and second senior brother were here, don't say a four-leaf golden lotus. Even a six-leaf golden lotus would still have to bow. Xie Yuaner was furious upon hearing this, but everyone knew these words were only meant to save face, so Zuo Shinchin did not take them to heart. At this moment, Lu Zhou finally spoke. Zuo Shinchin, that binding seal of yours was quite good. Hearing this, Zuo Shinchin became slightly pleased. Thank you, Senior Ji, for the praise. I would like to ask Senior to guide me in a few moves. As soon as these words were spoken, the guards behind him were stunned on the spot, unable to believe it. Even peak primordial spirit tribulation realm experts with 7 or 8 leaf golden lotus avatars would not dare make such a request. What exactly was he thinking? Lu Zhou's expression remained calm, and he did not respond immediately. Zuo Shinchin released a violent aura around him, growing more confident. Senior Ji can rest assured my binding seal technique can definitely withstand powerful attacks. If I lose within 10 moves, I will let you do as you please. Hearing this, Lu Zhou snorted coldly and stood up. Although the Demon Sky Pavilion is no longer as powerful as before, it is still not a place where rats like you can act recklessly. With that, he raised his arm. Between his fingers, a golden vortex slowly formed and expanded, radiating dazzling light. After using Fatal Blow, you will gain an indescribable power that deals a fatal strike to the target. Each use grants 500 merit points. Zuo Shinchin's eyes widened instantly, his hair standing on end. This is the Great Fearless Seal. In an instant, he felt as though a giant palm covering the sky had locked onto him completely. The guards behind him were terrified and frozen in place. Compared to this, the binding seal was insignificant. Zuo Shinchin panicked, rapidly forming hand seals, myriad binding seals. With a roar, countless binding seals surged forward, but they were instantly swallowed by the golden giant palm without resistance. Seeing this, he could only push his four-leaf avatar to its limit in defense. The next moment, a thunderous explosion echoed through the sky. Under the impact, Zuo Shinchin was instantly blasted out of the Evil Sky Pavilion, his fate unknown. The scene fell into dead silence. Everyone was stunned, unable to comprehend what had just happened. What just happened? I don't know. I only felt an indescribable power. I'm still alive. Where's the second sect leader? He seems to have been thrown out. Everyone quickly rushed outside. Master, let's go take a look too. After everyone left, only Lu Zhou remained in the hall. He looked at his palm with a trace of confusion. Is this what an indescribable power looks like? He had not expected the released form to become the Great Fearless Seal, since he had never truly cultivated Zen Buddhism before. In his memory, his understanding of Dharani hand seals was only at a basic level. He knew a few foundational techniques, but could not be considered a practitioner. Yet when he struck earlier, he had clearly felt an overwhelming force surge through him. Judging from that sensation, the power was enough to instantly defeat Zuo Shinchin, similar to the burst strength of a peak experience card. Could it become stronger when facing stronger opponents? Unfortunately, he had only used the item once, so there was no basis for comparison. Indeed, it was indescribable. Please subscribe to help me provide you with more recaps.